We are in Kirtland, Ohio, at the Benjamin Franklin Johnson Reunion. Benjamin Franklin Johnson was our forefather from Grandpa Robert Lynn Brown's side, and he was baptized in Kirtland, and he was a great friend to Joseph Smith and his personal assistant throughout his life.
And what's that behind you?
That is the Kirtland Temple.
Thanks. If you were born into the Robert Lynn Brown and Jenny Hadlock family, then you carry the blood of Benjamin Franklin Johnson. As Jenna just said, he was a personal assistant to Joseph Smith and was very close to the prophet and to Emma, often eating dinner with them. We're related to him through Grandpa Brown's mother, Maggie Johnson. Late in life, B.F. Johnson helped to establish the Mormon colony in Juarez, Mexico. In fact, it was a series of colonies. You can see them on the map here. The Johnsons started in Juarez colony, but both of Grandpa's parents, Earl Marion Brown and Maggie Johnson, ended up being born in the Chuchupa colony. When the Mexican Civil War broke out, the colonies became just too dangerous, and the great Mexican revolutionary Pancho Villa, who liked the Mormons, recommended that they all leave for their own safety. So the colonies sort of just emptied out. And as teenagers, Earl Brown and Maggie Johnson were both evacuated from Mexico. A lot of them had to move up north and get on trains and get up into Arizona and New Mexico. Thankfully, though, they weren't separated because Maggie and Earl eventually married in Chandler, Arizona, about 9 years later. So that's how we're related to the B.F. Johnson family. And we are very lucky because he was an amazing journaler. He kept records of everything that happened in his life, which means his journal is one of the most important sources available for historians of the LDS Church. If you haven't read his memoirs, called My Life's Review, you really should. It's easy to read and very, very interesting. The latest edition, Uncle Rob actually did a lot of the editing for. The journal gives great insights into Joseph Smith's life and work that you just can't get anywhere else. By the time B.F. died, he was the only living person who had known Joseph Smith personally. He was baptized into the church in Kirtland, Ohio. In Kirtland, there were two important Johnson families. The other Johnsons owned the Johnson farm and I think another big building there. And Joseph and Emma lived on the Johnson farm for a while. Joel Johnson, B.F.'s brother, owned and ran a really important sawmill, which provided all the lumber needed for a lot of the homes and a major part of the temple building. They also owned and ran some brickyards, and that helped with the building up of Kirtland as well. Besides owning the sawmill, B.F.'s brother Joel also wrote the popular hymn, High on the Mountain Top. There is even a 5-book series called A Banner is Unfurled, which gets its title from that hymn. The series is a sort of historical fiction about an early LDS family, but the family's real, it's not fictional. And guess who that family is? That's right, it's the Johnson family. So we actually have a very popular book series that tells our family's history during the early LDS Church. So what follows is some images and videos of us enjoying the B.F. Johnson reunion in Kirtland, and this is for those of you who couldn't attend. Enjoy. So here's Aaron and Chelta.
Hey guys.
And they, this is where Rob and a lot of people are staying. This really nice kind of inn. You see, it's very nice. We have a mix of cool kids here. Tell me your name and who your dad and mom is.
Miles, and my parents are Eric and Amy stuff.
This guy? And this guy?
He actually looks like me as a little kid.
All right, who are you?
This is Corbin. Corbin Stefan.
Corbin doesn't like the camera?
He's camera shy.
Gotcha, right there. Who are you and who are your parents?
I'm Ethan Stefan and my parents are Eric and Amy.
This guy again?
Yeah.
And who's this dude?
I'm Sam Keller. My parents are John and Juanita.
Nobody would ever guess that you're a Keller, ever.
Yeah.
So wait, you guys are both graduating high school, or is just you?
Yeah, we already graduated. So.
You already graduated, and you did too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys, you're looking for a mission call somewhere maybe?
Yeah.
What's your plan?
I'm doing a semester of college first, and then I put my availability for December 15th.
Can you like just show us a little forearm? Come on, let's see some forearms on you. Give us oh wow, okay. This guy's the wrestler though. Can you show us a couple guns? Come on, let's just show us come on, a little bit. Yeah, there. Oh, actually, I'm glad I asked. All right.
It's gonna work.
Here's Uncle Aaron.
Touching anyone.
All right, who are your parents and what's your name?
I'm Ada. My parents are John and Lenita.
John and Lenita.
I'm Aaliyah, and my parents are also John and
And they're actually two sisters. Source Rex, but it's also a kangaroo with a skeleton inside of it, right? Is that a kangaroo? No. No, it's just a dinosaur?
Are you a kangaroo? Because you got a pouch on you something.
I got a kangaroo.
And he belongs with Becca and Ethan. Hi guys.
It's so fun. You want to get down?
Can you introduce him to the YouTube channel?
This is Ephraim.
Hi, who do you belong to?
This is Lenita and John's youngest.
Our youngest one. So far.
Yep.
Number ocho or ocho.
Ephraim, how old are you? You're 3? Are you sure? Or are you 2?
I'm gonna post an image
This one or
of.
this one? This one, huh? Yeah.
I'm gonna post an image of Grandpa Brown when he was his age, and they're very close to me. Very close. They look the same. Miles, the guy with the gun. We're on like high level here on tightness. Do it as best you can. You're doing it. A couple more times.
I'm weak now.
Okay, you got it. All right, now give it to old Uncle JJ. I'm 58, but.
You can do 58. Yeah.
Wasn't planning on making it about me, but that was too tempting. This is part of the Mormon Johnson cult. So what are you doing?
It's a forearm exercise.
Oh.
That's what Ethan does to your dad.
I'm pink. I'm like a pink tan. I'm like white. I'm kind of white.
I just want to show an important brown legacy
more like-
besides how tan
You're like
is
more
how the
white than
Chacos have carried down through the generations. Well done, girls. Well done.
Are you showing my ugly toenails?
No, just your Chacos.
Oh, my chakras.
He started this from the very bottom and got it over that.
And you're going to have way more around town.
So you work for a software company that's out there? Oh, you drive it. Okay. But what, like, so how much land do you have?
Like a shirt.
What do you have out there? Do you just have
Joy, what are you prepared for today if it gets really, really hot? What were you going to do? Oh, let's see it go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a woman who went to Indonesia on her mission and came from Japan.
And if it
Let's tell what's your name again.
What is this?
This is for YouTube. What's your name again? This is for the family YouTube. Here, let's look at your name. You're Isabel. How did you get your name, Isabel?
From my dad.
Did your dad likes that name? Dad, this guy right here, he's the culprit. So what do you like to do? Are you like doing sports or music? Or you can't pull away from the screen. I'll just keep pulling over farther. So what do you like? Sports or music or reading? What's your thing?
I like animals.
You like real life animals?
Yeah.
On the way to Johnson Farm.
That's cool.
Okay, we're here at Johnson Farm, which is about 45 minutes from Kirtland. We just come on the shuttle, and Amy, it's not Johnson like Benjamin Franklin Johnson, but how does this relate to Joseph and Emma?
Well, after Joseph and Emma came to Kirtland, they lived here with John and Elsa Johnson for about a year, and some important things happened, like the story of Joseph being taken out in the middle of the night and tarred and feathered happened here. Doctrine and Covenants section 76, or the vision, he received here. So it was
76?
Yeah, it was a significant place. There were lots of other revelations that he received here. Not all of them made it into the Doctrine and Covenants, but
Awesome, thanks.
Kitchen area, you're really able to see all those beautiful designs that you saw on the door. And how they were able to do this is when the church acquired this home, they peeled back all the layers of paint and found what you see right here, the original layer. So they just hired someone to come through and to enhance the patterns that you see now. So it is original, and it really is beautiful. This was a main area within the home, and as you can see, it leads to so many different places. Formal parlor, sometimes referred to as the best room or the front room, and this is where they would host and entertain their most honored guests. So just like you guys, they would often house them in this room too when they came to stay and display their nicest furniture and china. And you can see the china in the cabinet behind you. If you can't see it now, you'll see it on the way out. But we don't know for sure where the Smiths were living when they lived here for a year. With Father Johnson's rifle so that they could not be used to protect themselves. Now there were two groups of men. One group went to the Rigdon's home where they
That was interesting.
What?
And what's odd is that groups of us didn't know that other groups of us were coming.
Yeah.
So it's been amazing and tremendously miraculous and a blessing.
Yeah, I bet.
They told us that Maggie Johnson's descendants make the largest individual group here among the.
And is it?
I
That's
think
what
it
we were
might be.
told.
That's what we were.
Down here to the right, and be careful, those stairs are steep, and we will take you down the stairs. Thank you for coming.
School of the Prophets. This is the Johnson sawmill that was used to build homes out here, but also a lot of the temple. And it was run by this river here, and there's the wheel. And so a lot of the temple was built by the Johnsons sawmill. This was B.F. Johnson's brother who ran this. this saw would go up and down and cut through these logs as the carriage was moved forward. So way up on the hill, up in there, a little secret area is the graveyard of some of the Johnsons.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
And Rob went up there and braved the poison ivy with these others who are unafraid but may pay a price for it.
I saw a candle burning bright. Well, this morning I was walking, leaves blowing down that old dirt road. And those feelings just kept stirring deep within my soul. And on my lips.
So Rob, what stands out as important about Benjamin Franklin Johnson to you?
His unwavering conviction of the truthfulness of the gospel, the restored gospel, and his unwavering support for Joseph Smith. Even during all the difficult times, he never wavered. He was always steadfast in his support for Joseph Smith.
So why are we having the reunion in Kirtland? How does that relate to him?
Well, the whole family lived here for a long time, and he was baptized here, and this is where so many things happened. They followed the saints wherever the saints went. They were always part of the group.
And what was B.F. Johnson's relationship to Joseph and Emma?
Personal friends, and he was also his personal representative sometimes.